Hello, my name is Rod Coneybear, and I'm here to bring you another adventure with Leo in the Wonderful Country, made available to this station by the International Service of the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation for all children and everyone who ever was a child. Here's Leo's music. Leo is a boy who discovered that if he crawled through a cardboard box in his basement, he'd find himself in the wonderful country, where it's always summer and amazing and amusing creatures and people live. Now, if you followed our Leo stories, you might have wondered if there were other countries bordering the wonderful country. And today we discover that there are indeed. Here's Leo to tell us about it in his own words.
One of the craziest adventures I ever had in the wonderful country, and one that was pretty spooky for a while, was the day that Seymour Snake lost his Pogostick. I just crawled through the cardboard box and found Seymour Snake sitting on a rock near the other end, and I could tell he was sad, because his red and white polka dots had turned sort of purple and gray, and the little green fedora that he wore had a sort of drooping yellow feather. Well, what's wrong?
Underneath it all, Leo, everyone is crooked.
Aw, that's crazy. Most folks I know aren't crooked. Except, of course, my worst enemy, Stinker Stokes. He'd steal the fluff out of a guy's pockets.
Would Stinker Stokes steal a pogo stick from a snake?
Listen, Stinker Stokes would steal a croak from a frog.
The oink from a pig?
The moo from a cow.
The bumble from a bee?
The wart from a toad.
Maybe Stinker Stokes crawled through your cardboard box and stole my pogo stick last night then.
Nah, I'd never tell him about the wonderful country. Hey, I didn't even know you had a pogo stick, Seymour.
Oh, you never asked me.
Anyway, maybe you just lost it.
No, Leo. I was teaching my kids, Stanley, Stephen, Salome, Sigrid, Silas, Susie, and Samson, the fine art of pogo sticking last night just before bedtime. I left the pogo stick outside of our snake pit in winsome trustworthiness of the honesty of everyone in the wonderful country.
Sure.
When I awoke this morning and slithered into the sunshine to waggle my forked tongue in the cool morning air to shake away the cobwebs of snaky slumber, as is my wont, there was a crookedy little trail in the ground where some pitiless plunderer had dragged away my pogo stick.
Gee, that's too bad.
Yes.
Well, Seymour, what you ought to do is what the detectives do.
What's that?
Investigate the crime.
Oh,
The first thing you do is you look for a clue.
a clue?
Sure, there must be a clue somewhere. Hey,
There's a clue in hay. There isn't a haystack within a mile of here.
Seymour, you said there was a trail left in the dirt where someone had dragged your pogo stick along.
That's right.
Well, then if we follow that trail, we might get to where that pogo stick is taken.
Leo, that's brilliant. Let's go back to my snake pit and apply your human brains to this dimwit situation and cipher it out.
We went to Seymour's snake pit, which is a little hole in a small rock cliff. And here's a trail in the dirt left by your pogo stick.
Yes, that's it, Leo. Hey, listen, you sound kind of different now.
I'm a detective now, Seymour.
Oh.
Detectives talk in a deeper voice than most folks, and they're pretty serious. Now, let's follow this trail, Seymour, and see if we can track down the missing pogo stick.
Well, whatever you say, Detective Leo.
It turns left at this anthill.
Leo, I'm tired. I've never been this far before.
You go under the fence, and I'll step over it.
All right. Leo, what's that big bird up there?
Oh, looks like a huge crow. Hey, he's coming right at us.
He's wearing a cap, like a soldier.
What's your name?
Me? Leo.
Where were you born?
In Canada.
How long are you going to be in the kingdom of nasty?
The kingdom of nasty.
Don't talk smart to me, young man, or you won't be allowed across the border. Are you bringing anything with you that you're intending to sell?
Oh, gee, no. The only thing with me is Seymour Snake.
I can't think of any rule concerning the importation of reptilian life. Proceed with caution. Don't forget, things are different here than in the wonderful country. The kingdom of nasty is just that.
Leo, I don't like that crow.
The kingdom of nasty.
Nasty means mean and spiteful and generally loathsome. Let's get out of here.
You know, I just thought the wonderful country went on forever. I didn't think you'd get to a border of it.
Somebody's shooting at us.
Gee, Seymour, you're so jumpy. That was just thunder.
Oh, yeah? Well, how come thunder when the sun is shining still?
That's right, Seymour. Hey, look, way over there.
What? A big, mean-looking mountain, all rocks and not a tree.
With a big castle at the very top.
And a big cloud over the castle. Lightning crackled in that very cloud.
Imagine it raining just on the one castle and one particular mountain. That's very puzzling.
Leo, you're talking like a detective again.
Seymour, the track of your pogo stick goes right toward that mountain.
You mean to say you want to go up that mountain to that castle where it's thundering and raining?
Right up to the castle. We're going to solve the great pogo stick robbery.
Leo, that crow said that mean things can happen in the kingdom of Nasty.
Well, I'm not afraid.
Why not?
Gee, Seymour, don't you know that the detectives always went out before the last commercial? I'll bang the door knocker.
That door knocker is the shape of a wolf.
Well, I'll give it a few tries.
It sounds like a wolf.
Yeah. I'll knock again.
Oh, my goodness.
This is spooky, I'll admit, Seymour.
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness I've seen it all on the late show before. Sometimes I can talk Mom and Dad into letting me stay up on Friday nights.
The door is opening. Someone howled.
You see, Seymour, he's just an ordinary man. He's got kind of a friendly look in his eyes.
Yeah, all three of them.
That's right. He has got 3 eyes.
You didn't run or even really scream. That's too bad. I hate to miss a good scream.
Doctor, the lightning is getting stronger. We must get upstairs.
We have guests, Hugo. They're not even frightened by my third eye. We must invite them in as a reward for their courage. Come in.
We thought maybe you could tell us if you'd seen a pogo stick.
A pogo stick?
My friend here lost a pogo stick.
What a whimsical thing to be looking for, eh, Hugo?
Huh? We haven't seen your green and gold pogo stick, Snake.
Shut up, Hugo. Hey, how did he know that my pogo stick was green and gold?
That's a good question, Seymour. Look here, you guys. I think you stole Seymour's pogo stick.
Little boy, you've got too vivid an imagination. What would a grown man like me want with a green and gold pogo stick?
I know what you are. You're a mad scientist, and that creepy Hugo is your crazy helper. You're probably conducting a horrible experiment at the top of this castle.
A horrible experiment with a pogo stick?
Well, usually you're building a monster or something, but... Well, I can't think exactly what you'd be doing with a pogo stick, but...
He's not as smart as he thinks he is, Doctor. He hasn't the slightest idea that we're going to turn that pogo stick into...
Shut up, Hugo. All right, you two, I've no more time for this dilly-dallying. Stick him up.
Seymour, he's got a gun. Gee, nasty things do happen in this country.
Up those stairs to the laboratory. Hugo, get over there to the electrode crasher. Check the superheterodyne voltage. Evacuate the main drive transformer bypass. Repair the 50 million amp arcing peaks and accelerate the neutron drive.
Would you repeat that, please?
Pull all those switches, you idiot.
Yes, Master.
Leo, look on that operating table.
It's your pogo stick.
It's strapped down on the table just like a prisoner.
What are you going to do to Seymour's pogo stick, you mad scientist?
I might as well tell you, one of the greatest achievements of all time. What is the function of a pogo stick?
Well, you jump on it.
Exactly. You can go places on a pogo stick a little faster than walking. It's the cheapest way to get around faster than walking. It's just a stick with a handle and a spring on the bottom.
Sure.
And what, on the other hand, is the fastest and most expensive kind of travel?
Fastest? Gee, the airplanes go the fastest. Big jet airplanes.
Exactly. There is a brain of thoughts underneath your great thatch of corn silk hair. And tonight, through the brilliance of my mad scientist mind, and with the help of a little electricity from the sky, I'm going to transform this pogo stick into a Boeing 707 jet plane worth millions of dollars.
Master, the electricity. is almost up to strength.
Yes, I'll take over. You go take this gun and make sure they don't interfere.
Yes, Master. Keep them stuck up, you two.
This is it. The moment of truth is approaching. The electricity's almost full power. If we can get one more good lightning charge. Yes, here it comes, zipping and zapping through all our wires and electrodes, right down to the Pogostick.
Oh, look at my poor Pogostick. It's turned white hot with the electricity.
You suppose it'll really turn into a jet plane?
Leo, the Pogostick is starting to disappear.
It's working, it's working. Soon I shall be the only airplane manufacturer who doesn't have to bother manufacturing.
Oh, golly. Look at that.
That's pretty surprising.
A perfect replica of the Boeing 707, with its 4 jet engines, great wings, and all those seats that people will pay money to sit in.
Oh, the only trouble is it's only about 5 inches long.
It's a perfect dinky toy. I tried to create a mountain, and I've wound up with a molehill.
Gee, that's too bad, mad scientist.
Why be formal at a time like this? Call me mad.
Well, mad, it seems to me that a guy's looking for doing things too easy if he expects to turn a pogo stick into a real great big jet plane. You gotta work a little harder than pulling a few switches to make something really important, don't you think?
But I don't want to work hard. I want to succeed by magic.
Hey, Leo, maybe that's why this country is called the Kingdom of Nasty.
Well, why, Seymour?
Well, because if someone wants to succeed by magic, he's gonna fail every time.
That's right, I never really heard of magic working.
And if you keep failing, you eventually get nasty and mean, because you're mad at the magic that doesn't work. Does that make sense?
One day, I'll make magic work. You'll see.
Well, lots of luck, Mad, but I wouldn't count on it. And now, Seymour, it's time for me to go. It's almost supper time.
Just a minute. I am missing a pogo stick, remember?
Would you do an old, broken-down mad scientist a favor?
Or maybe, what is it?
Trade your pogo stick for a brand new dinky toy.
Well, poor old Mad looked so sad that Seymour took pity on him. We left the Kingdom of Nasty and went back to the wonderful country, and then I crawled through the cardboard box into my house. And guess what Mom had for supper? No, you're wrong. It wasn't sausages. It was liver, which I hate even worse. Liver. Ugh.
And there you have one of Leo's more unusual adventures as he discovered the Kingdom of Nasty and the Mad Scientist. Leo in the Wonderful Country is made available to this station by the international service of the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation for all children and all those who ever were children. Our producer is Annette Gibson, our technician, Ross Totten, with sound effects by Bill Robinson and Alex Sheridan. Leo is played by Jackie White, and my name is Rod Coneybear. I'm here because I write the stories and do all the other voices, including the spooky but rather sad mad scientist who now says to you,
Be sure to listen next time if you know what's good for you.